Welcome back. I'm here with Championship correspondent Pascal Lemire to preview Friday evening's clash between Bournemouth and Watford. Pascal, starting with the home side, still top, but they're struggling a little bit at the moment.
Yeah, it's now 3 defeats in 4 games, isn't it? And I think, yeah, they are still top of the table, but it's so close up there now. Derby have gone level on points with them in second place, and Middlesbrough and Ipswich, they're only a point behind, and then Brentford are only a further point behind, and then Watford, they play here, only 2 further points behind that. So I think it's only 4 points to separate the top 6. It's so close up there, but Bournemouth, they went to Aston Villa in the FA Cup. I think most people thought they might have had a chance in that game. Villa, they're struggling in the Premier League, especially for goals. And Eddie Howe made loads of changes in that game. I think he only kept 3 players from his normal league starting 11 in that game. So it was interesting to see. But they actually played really well in the first half. You had players like Ryan Fraser, McDonald. They both, they don't usually play in the league, but they looked excellent. But they couldn't quite get the goal. They fell behind to a fabulous strike from Gill, and they sort of never really recovered from that. They conceded a second. They got a late goal when Callum Wilson, he came off the bench and got a goal. Nice goal as well. Obviously, Richie, Wilson, they sort of came on, but they couldn't quite affect the game. But yeah, it's disappointing for them. They are still top. Last time in the league, they went to Leeds United, who were struggling so badly down at the bottom, and they lost 1-0 at Ellen Road, and that was a really poor result from them because, Leeds, they're right down there, not playing well. They haven't really got a good team spirit, Leeds, but Bournemouth, they went there, put a strong team out, and they should have got a draw. They got a late penalty, but it was missed by Camorgan, so that's, disappointing. But, they are still top of the table and, still scoring plenty of goals, and they're still right up there.
Moving on to Watford, won their last 2, scoring plenty of goals as well.
They are, yeah, 5-0 and 7-2 at home against Charlton and Blackpool. The Blackpool game last weekend was it was just amazing, wasn't it? Blackpool, bottom of the table, they hadn't had an away win all season, and they go 2-0 up at half time, and people are thinking, right, Watford, they might be able to get something out of this, but Blackpool, are they going to finally break their duck away from home? But to score 7 in one half, I know Blackpool, they're the worst team in the league, but still 7 goals is an incredible second half performance. Obviously, Igalo, he scored 4 of those. That's now 6 goals in 2 games for him, and he's got as many for the season now as Troy Deeney. And when you look at their front line, most people talk about Deeney and Vidra, that's their main 2, but they've got Igalo as well, scoring plenty of goals. He's got 11 for the season now, like I said, along with Deeney. And they're making signings as well. They signed Ben Watson from Wigan. I think that's a good acquisition from them because, Wigan, they really are falling apart. They're selling so many players, and to be able to get Watson like that, because he's a really good player in the Championship, a good midfielder in the Championship. So I think Watford, 6th in the table now, but like I said, they're only 4 points off the top, and if they win here, they could be in the top 2 by the end of the weekend.
It'll be a good game then. What's your score prediction?
I think it should be a really good game. Yeah, these are the top 2 scorers in the division. They've got 57 and 56 goals respectively. So, I'd be surprised if there isn't goals in the game. I think Bournemouth, their recent record against Watford isn't good. They've only won 1 of their last 13 against the Hornets. So, it could be quite a tight game. But I'm actually going to back a Bournemouth win. I'm going to go 2-1.
Also going for a 2-1 win to Bournemouth.